10 years ago, plus 2 days, the 5th episode of Star Wars Rebels Season 1 aired on Disney XD, right? I just totally forgot. Yeah, it made this to be on Disney XD. And the episode is The Rise of the Old Masters. So, the premise of this episode, it opens up with Kanan trying to train Ezra, but no, it doesn't go well. Ezra is unfocused and undisciplined. That kind of fits with Ezra. And then they later, are listening to the Imperial propaganda, because I guess they like knowing what the Empire is saying, and is interrupted by apparently a dissident senator who reveals that Luminara Unduli is actually somehow still alive and being detained by the Empire. So, what does the Ghost Crew do? They decide to go rescue Master Luminara Unduli. And because they have to break into a prison to do so, that's very hard to break into, and also hard to get out to. Well, it turns out it was a trap, and they're confronted by the Grand Inquisitor, who basically also calls Kanan unfocused and undisciplined as well, and Ezra's retorted them were perfect for each other. And they escape. So, there's a lot of neat, small little lore stuff, but let's actually talk about what the characters go through. Because, basically, it's subtle, but Kanan, he doesn't feel like he can train Ezra. And, of course, Ezra's discouraged by the fact that apparently Kanan wants to pawn him off on someone else. And that won't be resolved for at least another episode, as I recall. But this is really important stuff because it's establishing lots of their characterizations and all that, self-doubt, all that stuff. And another thing important to take note of is when the Grand Inquisitor calls Kanan also unfocused and undisciplined to Ezra, Ezra responds then we're perfectly for each other. Now, the reconciliation, the understanding between the two of them does come through at the end of the episode, but it's not cemented. And if I remember correctly, there's a later episode where it's properly cemented. I want to say, just looking at the titles, I think it might be episode 10, but I could be wrong. Again, it's been a while since I watched Star Wars Rebels, so we gotta see how this stuff, plays out and all that. But yeah, so they do begin their training, but you can still tell I don't think they've fully figured out their Master Padawan relationship yet, and that's going to be unfolding in future episodes. But there is this one great line from Ezra when Kanan quotes Master Yoda, "Do or do not, there's no try." He responds, he asks, what does that even mean? And that comes back at the end of the episode, where Kanan resolves, basically he says that he's no longer going to try to teach Ezra, instead will train Ezra. Whether or not they succeed is a different question, but in some ways, it's that mentality, do or do not, there is no try. It does not mean you can't try something new. It means if you come in with the mentality of, I'm just going to try it, especially a new activity or something you've never done before, a task. If you have that try mentality, that means you're almost planning for failure, which is not a terrible thing to plan for, mind you, but by planning for failure, you have doubt of your abilities to succeed. And with the Force, you have to have confidence. You can't be overconfident, but you have to have confidence in your abilities, in the will of the Force, and your ability to communicate to the Force. Otherwise, your task won't get accomplished. And even if you do have confidence, that still doesn't mean it won't fail. It could still fail, but by going in with the mentality that you could fail, you're more likely to fail. Essentially, that's how they break that stuff down. But really, there's not much to say. It's a good, fun episode, but it's actually probably not one of my favorite episodes in Season 1. Of the episodes we already got, and I think I like all those previous episodes a lot more, and there's a bunch of really good episodes coming up as well. So this could actually be my least favorite episode of Season 1, but that does not make it a bad episode, because it's still a really good episode. But that is where I'm going to end my review. I want to hear from you guys. What did you think of Star Wars Rebels Rise of the Old Masters? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you always.